Miss Amber, who apparently everyone in Hollywood loves, has been desperate to get the libel lawsuit against her dropped. She wants it to go away so she can continue to stay in Hollywood, and so this whole situation gets swept under the rug so she doesn't face any consequences. Her legal team has tried 3 times so far to get it thrown out, and they even tried to use the UK case against Johnny, and now there's some pretty bad news for her because Johnny Depp's libel suit against her is being allowed to proceed. And I also wanted to talk about Depp's first interview since losing his case in the UK. I have a few different articles that I want to reference. But before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month or supporting via direct donations. All of the links are in the description, and of course I do really appreciate all of the support. So, it says Johnny Depp's libel suit against Amber allowed to proceed despite UK ruling. Johnny Depp's libel suit against Amber will be allowed to proceed, a judge in Virginia ruled on Tuesday. This is fantastic news for Johnny Depp. Unfortunately for Amber Heard, the situation is not going to go away as easily as she hoped. It says the ruling comes less than a year after Depp lost his libel lawsuit against The Sun over an August 2018 story. It says this lawsuit is over an op-ed Heard wrote in the Washington Post about her experience as a survivor of domestic violence. Heard has argued that the UK judgment should have an effect on this case, essentially rendering her claim decided. At the time plaintiff initiated his suit against The Sun, defendant had not even released her op-ed. Plaintiff's defamation claim in the UK was based on completely different statements than the present case. Fairfax County Chief Judge wrote, "This is very true, something that Amber Heard was hoping wouldn't matter. She was basically hoping, oh, in one situation, you know, it was found that Johnny Depp's just a bad person overall and treated me like crap in some instances. So that means that I should be allowed to just get this case thrown out. This shouldn't even matter in the US. This case should just be pushed to the side." But unfortunately for her, it's not going to be that easy. The judge also pointed out that the libel laws of Virginia are starkly different than those of England. The Declaration of Independence and the First Amendment of the United States Constitution represent major departures from the English common law with respect to freedom of speech and freedom of the press. In the UK case, the judge found evidence of 12 episodes of domestic violence and dismissed Johnny Depp's claims that Heard had constructed a hoax. He further concluded that Depp's accusations of abuse by Heard had a negative effect on her career as an actor and an activist. I mean, the way the UK judge ruled was so ridiculous because you could tell just by his words that he was believing her because she was a woman. He literally said she was so brave and stunning for coming forward and sharing her story when it could have negatively impacted her career. What about Johnny Depp's career? His career was ruined because of Amber Heard, yet that judge threw away everything Depp's team had to say. It says in a recent interview with Britain's The Times, which is part of the same publishing group owned by Rupert Murdoch that also owns the tabloid The Sun, Depp called the last 5 years of dealing with this case surreal and referred to Hollywood as boycotting him. And I do want to read some of this article because I do think if you're a fan of Johnny Depp, this is really important to read because he says fans are basically inspiring him to continue to fight, not give up on this industry. And this guy has gone through so freaking much over the years. It is such a crappy situation. He truly and genuinely has had to continue to fight to even get small roles in movies, and no one in Hollywood wants to work with him right now. So let's head on over to this Bounding Into Comics article that says Johnny Depp gives first interview since losing UK libel case, says fans inspire him to fight to the end, whatever it may be. So in his first public interview since losing his UK tabloid The Sun case, Johnny Depp has explained that even though he feels he's being boycotted by Hollywood, the support of his fans have given him the will to fight to the end. Now this guy has gone through so freaking much over the years. I mean, Amber got his career ruined over accusations, and she's got massive accusations being thrown around about her, yet she gets to keep every role she has and is getting hired by companies for big projects. A lot of people are very disappointed that she continues to play Mera in Aquaman 2, that she has gotten really big roles while no one wants to work with Johnny Depp. It says Depp broke his silence in an interview with UK news outlet The Sunday Times, published on August 14th, in promotion of his recently released film Minamata, which tells the real-world story of a journalist's efforts in exposing the intense mercury poisoning, by Cisco Corporation Chemical Factory. It says, "Whatever I've gone through, he told the Sunday Times reporter when the actor eventually turned to the subject of his ongoing legal battle with Amber. But ultimately, this particular arena of my life has been so absurd. What the people in Minamata dealt with, people who suffered through COVID. A lot of people lost lives, children sick, but what I've been through, that's like getting scratched by a kitten comparatively. He is not someone who plays the victim card constantly like Amber Heard. He says it is what it is, basically. It's the way the cookie crumbles. It's the way that everything's working out right now, and hopefully things will work out better in his favor in the future, but he doesn't sit here and play the victim card and go, poor me, my life is so much harder than everyone else's. It says to that end, Minamata director who appeared alongside Depp for the interview then told Dean, with regards to journalism, it was important for us to put across in the film the power of truth. The responsibility of journalists is to look after the citizens of the world, he added, and Minamata actually does look very good in my opinion. It is actually being called one of Depp's best pieces of work, which makes it even more intriguing to me. But it says, speaking to MGM's purchase of Minamata and their subsequent shelving of it in 2020, a decision which the director accused was based on the studio's belief that an actor's personal life is more important than telling the story of Minamata's children, which in my opinion is absolutely ridiculous. They decided to shelve this movie simply because Johnny Depp is the leading actor. It's important that this movie gets seen and supported, and if I get an inkling that it's not gonna be, it's my responsibility to say so. Where does it go from there? I don't know, but we have a responsibility to these victims, and then Depp actually interrupted the director, who served as one of the producers, and said we looked these people in the eyeballs and promised we would not be exploitative, that the film would be respectful. I believe that we've kept our end of the bargain, but those who came in later should also maintain theirs. I agree. I think that this film should be seen. It's being called an amazing film, very accurate. But it says some films touch people, and this affects those in Minamata and people who experience similar things. For Hollywood's boycott of me, one man, one actor is an unpleasant and messy situation. Over the last number of years, you know, I'm moving towards where I need to go to make all of that and to bring things to light. Johnny Depp has gone through so freaking much, and I truly, genuinely hope that Hollywood starts to give him another chance. He's a great actor. He's done amazing in some of his work, and this is a film that I do believe should be seen by as many people as possible, and the people standing behind the project are really disappointed that no one's really going to get to see it now, because this film is going to be buried everywhere that it can simply because Johnny Depp is the leading actor in it. I know a ton of people are no longer going to be seeing things like Aquaman 2 because Amber Heard are in them, and I think that a lot of companies are going to be in for a lot of big trouble. They keep hiring Amber Heard, thinking people are going to support every film she's in. People want to support films that Johnny Depp are in as well, yet he is not being in anything right now because these companies are being petty, saying, well, we don't want to deal with potential controversies because he's the lead actor in it. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.